What's up guys, it's Dan and we are here Vivid Racing today doing an ECU flash and test drive on this 2019 Polaris RZR Turbo S, and this thing is a bad piece of machinery. So first thing we're going to do is flash the ECU. Alright, so the ignition is on. We're going to load up our VRTune iFlash client and we've got it all connected, ignition on. You can see our cable here plugged in. This allows us to flash between the tuned and stock file at any time. Once the file is selected, we'll go through the programming sequence and then the ECU will be done. So it takes about 5 minutes to program this, and this is the Dynamics version, obviously, as a Turbo S. So let's go ahead and flash that ECU. All right, you can see we are now flashing the ECU. It's going through the programming stage. All right, the ECU has finished programming. You're gonna see it tell us to turn the ignition off, and then once that's done, it will say the ECU has been successfully flashed. All right, the ECU has been successfully flashed. We've now taken that horsepower up quite a bit, almost 20-25 horsepower to the crank. Remove that speed limiter, raise the rev limiter. We even enable left foot braking. So now we can disconnect the computer and let me show you more about this vehicle. All right, so here it is. This is the Turbo S. Beautiful red black combo. It's got some nice options on here. He's got speakers, bigger tires, running some 32x15s, some upgraded seats, a particle separator, and of course our VR-tuned ECU flash. Now he's got the perfect, awesome Dynamax interior, adjust that suspension on the fly, but what he did add is our agency power Valvetronic exhaust. Now, a lot of you have seen this video for our Can-Am and some for the Polaris, but so we're going to show it to you right here. This is the Valvetronic exhaust, and basically how it works is it bolts up to the factory downpipe right here. When you open the valve, it takes the exhaust gases and makes it directly straight out. No restriction. You're not going after the muffler. When the valve is closed, the exhaust gases go through here and exit out the other side for a cool, clean sound. Now this has our red agency power exhaust cover. You can get these powder coated in different colors. Gives it a cool, unique look. We also have a carbon fiber exhaust cover available as well. So you can see the valve here on this side, and that valve is wired up all the way to the front here via a switch. So when you press this switch off or on is what opens and closes the valve on the fly. All right, so here's the exhaust with the valves closed. And here's the exhaust with the valve open. Just some other cool, unique features of the Turbo S that's on the four-seater you might not know is it's got some real beefy suspension. Check out these ultra large control arms. Now, unlike previous ones, these do have a little bit of high clearance, but you can just see the diameter of this thing is massive compared to what the earlier versions were. Bigger bolts. A really cool feature that we've noticed since we're in the brake game now is the brakes on these Turbo S XP4s are huge. Look at that brake caliper there. That is massive compared to what the regular Turbo S two-seater is. Really no reason to even upgrade that thing. It's big. So a lot of cool features that we have here on this Turbo S. Now let's go take it for a rip and see how the new VR-tuned and agency power exhaust sounds. Okay, we're gonna fire this thing up again. This has the VR-tuned ECU flash with our bigger injectors, as well as the agency power exhaust. So we have the exhaust on close mode right now, so you can see the switch is down, and we're gonna fire this up. Now you're gonna hear some extra noise from the S&B particle filter. Those do work well for the dunes. They're not the best thing for horsepower sometimes, but helps keep out some filtering of the excess dust. So let's put this thing in drive and go for a ride. So So you can hear with the exhaust closed, it's really quiet, it's not bad, really not much louder than stock. He's got that nice blow-off valve on here, releasing some pressure, which is very good for the turbocharger. Now, if we really want to make this thing scream, we can press the exhaust button right here. So much louder. The exhaust valve's open, it'll definitely draw some serious attention, as well as it's much better for the turbocharger to flow the exhaust gases. So it's something, if you're always on it, definitely a good upgrade. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed our video on this 2019 RZR Turbo S XP4. Sounds awesome, much more power with the VR-Tune ECU flash. So if you're interested in getting this, check out vividracing.com. Please subscribe and leave a comment, and we'll see you at the next video.